Hi guys, Ready Made here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let's quickly get into how I made this beautiful cargo pants. And please, if you're new, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video and turn on your post notifications button. Today we're going to make cargo pants, and I've already cut out all my pieces here. And if you want to learn how to cut a cargo pant, I have a cargo pants class available. So we have our back pieces and our front pieces here. We have our cargo pocket and pocket cover. We have the pocket side. This is the pocket bag. This is the pocket side. The pocket sides. And we have our front pocket. And we have our back pocket. And we have our waistband. So this is going to be a cargo pant with an elastic waistband. So I'm going to add an elastic to that. And we have belt loops. That's if you want to put belt loops. So I'm going to start first by joining our two back pieces together so I can add the back pockets. So I've joined the back piece and we're just going to add the back pockets. So in order to place the back pockets well, to make sure everything is well aligned, I'm going to measure 3 inches from the up and mark that out, and then we're going to measure 2.5 inches from the midpoint and mark that out too. So I'm going to place my pocket 2 inches away from the midpoint and 3 inches away from the top. So place that down, and I'm going to pin this and then top stitch on it all the way around. So I'm done adding the back pockets, and I'm going to set this aside first. Then we're going to move over to the front piece. So I added a zip design to this, and I did not film that, so it's just to add zip, nothing serious. So we're going to add our front pockets. These are the front pockets, and we're going to place the curved pocket first. Front side, this is the front side facing front side, like this. And we're going to sew half or less than half an inch all around to the top. So this is what it looks like after joining. So I'm going to cut this excess out. Cut it out and create little notches to enable this turn properly. So next thing we're going to do is to top stitch, flatten this out and top stitch this all the way to the top. So when you top stitch that down, it's going to make it easy for you to just turn this over to the back. Yeah, just going to sew that down. So I ran 2 stitches across that. Then I'm going to get my pocket bag. This is my pocket bag, and I'll place that. If you notice, the pocket bag and the pocket facing are matching. So just match the curved ends together. And then I'm also going to pin here. So I'm going to sew the pocket bag and pocket facing together all the way down. So I added pockets to both sides of the front piece, and I went ahead to just add this little small pocket design. So next thing I'm going to do is to join the front piece, the two front pieces together. So next thing we're going to do is to join the front and the back piece together by 1 inch on both sides. I'm going to join this and this all the way down. So after joining the sides, I went ahead to weave that down. So the next thing we're going to do is to top stitch on the seam, press it down. So we're going to top stitch our seam, press it down facing this way, and top stitch on it all the way to the down. We're going to do that before we add our cargo pockets. So after top stitching the sides, it's going to help it lay down flat so you can add your side cargo pocket. So next up, we'll move over to prepping our cargo pocket, and I'm going to take a pocket. I already folded this down by 1 inch. So we're going to start with our pocket side, fold this in and top stitch on it just to finish that raw edge before we start joining it to the pocket bag. But let me just quickly sew this first. So after finishing that, you're going to put it front side facing front side, place that down and start sewing 1/2 inch all the way down. So when you get to this point, like 1/2 inch away from the edge, you take it out, a little notch like that, and then continue the stitch. You raise your presser foot up and you turn, you pivot and bring your presser foot down and continue your stitch. When you get to the other end, you do the same thing. Towards the end, you take this out, trim off the excess, and fold it in. Then I folded it down and I'm going to top stitch. I'm going to top stitch this down, fold this in. When you get to this edge, you're going to lift your presser foot up and turn and fold the other part inside too. So this is how the pocket looks after you finish top stitching round. So you're going to need an iron for this. You're just going to pinch this edge in a V shape like that. Pinch it together and press it down. If you don't have an iron, you can as well just freestyle it with your hand, but it's going to come out better with an iron. like this. And then we have the pocket cover. I already went ahead to search this down. So we're going to measure our pocket bag. And our pocket bag is 6.5. So you're going to make sure that your pocket cover is the same length. So our pocket cover here is 7.5, which is half inch on both sides. That's what we're going to shape out for the pocket cover. So it's going to be the same with the pocket bag. So after stitching that down, we're going to turn this to the right side. So this how it looks after turning it to the front. And in order to flatten this out properly, we are going to top stitch on it. So once the pocket bag is ready, this is what's going to look like. And both the pocket bags and their pocket covers are ready. I just did a little design on the pocket cover. To add the side cargo pocket, you're going to lay this down flat like this, so the side is showing. The inseam is still open, we've not closed that. You're going to lay this down flat like this, and we're going to get our tape. We're going to look for the midpoint of your cargo pocket. So the midpoint of 6.5. So this midpoint is going to be placed in between this line. So because of this zip here, I don't want the cargo pocket to be on top of the zip, so I'm going to raise it up a little bit. After placing this on, you're going to use your chalk to just mark the four corners. Just mark those four corners. Make sure you mark them correctly. So we have our corners marked. Now you're going to place your cargo pocket on that line that you marked out, exactly on the line. You're going to place and pin. Make sure you're pinning only the upper layer. So we're going to do the same thing for the other side. Same thing for the bottom part. Now you're going to start sewing your pocket from this point and all the way around. So you're going to be sewing this on these lines that we drew out. When you get to this point, make sure that the triangle is pinched. Pinch it down. Pin. Raise your presser foot up. Down. And make sure that your triangle is still folded. So on top of it. Get to that point. Raise your presser foot up. return. Remember to stay on the lines that we drew out. Continue. Once you're done sewing that, you take this back a bit, then you fold this down and top stitch on it from this point. So this is what the pocket looks like after fixing. So the next thing we're going to do is to put our pocket cover. So this is our pocket cover. I went ahead to just add this design. So we're going to place our pocket cover like this. I'm going to place it like this, just right above the pocket bag, and we're going to pin that down. So we're going to sew just a little bit down our pocket cover, just a straight line down. The next thing we're going to do is to close this down and top stitch on it. So pocket bag and pocket cover have been attached. So the two sides pockets have been added. So what's left is to close our inseam. If you have any other pocket you want to add, I'm thinking of adding another pocket here. Yeah. So if you have any other pockets you want to add, you can add them now before going ahead to close the inseam. So once you're done adding all your pockets, next thing to do is going to be to close the inseam, then join your waistband. So I decided not to add any other pockets to any other cargo pockets to the pants. So I closed up my inseam. So this is where we are right now. This is the back. I went ahead to add pocket cover to the back pockets. Just basically same thing with the front cargo pockets. Get same process. I just added that down, and yeah, this is where we are right now. Next thing we're going to do is to attach our waistband. So I already cut out the waistband. We're going to measure around the waist. So the waist is 40, and I'm using an elastic waistband, so the waist has to be the same with my hips. The elastic is going to bring it all together, so I'm going to measure the waistband to be sure that it's the same with our waist measurement. We have 43. We're going to have to reduce that to 41. We need 1 inch shaping allowance. So that's 40 for our length. So we have our elastic here. We're going to make sure the elastic is going to be fitted inside this If you're using 2 inches waistband, your elastic should be 2 inches. So the waistband we are using here is 2 inches. Half inch is going to go in for joining allowance. So our elastic is also 2 inches. So you're going to take your waistband and fold it this way. And join this. So the same way we joined our waistband, we're also going to join our elastic. I'm just placing this on top of this and I'm going to join it so it's going to be flat. Now you get your waistband that we joined. Get your waistband and I'm going to place this inside the waistband. Fold this down. And we're going to sew the elastic in between the waistband. We're going to sandwich that together and sew the elastic in between the waistband. So we're joining this half an inch here. Make sure you try as much as possible not to sew on top of your elastic. You're just going to pull so the elastic is evenly spread across the entire waist. Or you can leave it like this and just join it to your trouser. I like to top stitch on it to give it that joggers elastic waist, that joggers kind of elastic waist, and also to keep the elastic from turning. So to achieve that, I'm just going to get a few pins and pin these at different points. Just 3 to 4 points. When you pin, you stretch and you pin at the next point. You stretch again. Make sure when you stretch this, when you stretch it here, there is no wrinkles between the first pin and second pin. There are no wrinkles between the first and the second pin when you stretch it out. So this is the first pin and this is the second pin. See, I stretched that out. No wrinkles. Just like that. Look for another point and pin down. So now we're going to take this back to the sewing machine and just top stitch on this from whatever point you want to start from. So as you're sewing, you're stretching it out. This is how to sew an elastic waistband. Just patience. If you're sewing it, you're stretching it out to make sure that there are no wrinkles while you sew. This should not be like this. It should be straight and flattened out. Take it a step downwards, another half inch in between the lines, and just do the same thing. Don't forget to take out your pins. So we've prepped our waistband and now we're going to attach it to the cargo pants. You're going to look for the midpoint of this and give that a notch, which I already have here, and the midpoint for the back, and give it a notch as well, just a little notch. And then just quickly do the same thing for the other corners of the waistband. Now we're going to match this. First off, we're going to match the front piece. I'm going to match the front piece first. Midpoint to midpoint. And pin that down. Pin that down. So we're just going to sew this round, making sure to pull as we sew so everything can match. So I'm going to weave that, to get the right finish. And yeah. And this was the final outcome of the cargo pants. It came out very nice. I liked the fit on me, and I paired it with this polo that I made. If you haven't watched my polo class, go and check it out on how to make a t-shirt. And this was how it looked on me. It came out looking very nice. Please, if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and let me know if you'll be trying this. Bye.